On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
On your mark, get set, go.
It's the muscle. It's the muscle.
Well,
it's because we had two amount of effort here.
Yeah, but this one beat it.
That's what I'm saying. My muscles.
So your one muscle on your left hand was better than
stop playing with me.
Than my right arm and my left arm and your right arm.
So the other hypothesis we can make maybe is that it's just not as thick here on the left side.
Yes. I think that's what it is. I think that there's knots. You can see these knots in the wood. That affects its ability to penetrate.
Because this one went first over here.
Yeah, it did. And this one came in last over here. This drill just sucks.
Yeah, this drill definitely just sucks, I would say.
Yeah.
Okay. So we need to have some competitions with these two.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, I think that we've determined the winner is this one.
You sure?
Yeah. I mean,
the last thing we gotta use it. We gotta put this one on the left side now.
Okay. All right. So I guess we're gonna push as hard as we can. You got it in the right gear?
Yes, I do.
All right. On your mark, get set, go.
I told you. Go and finish.
This is still an awesome drill to be so much cheaper.
Which one's cheaper?
This one's a lot cheaper than that one.
Wow, okay. Yeah, so if you're on a budget, definitely this would be the one to go to.
Yeah.
But if you're just all around, just full contract and drilling all day, all night.
Yeah, we'll see. Let's keep running them until it just burns up.
That's crazy. Okay.
First, we need to do an RPM test. Let's do an RPM test. Get you ready? On your mark, get set, go.
Woo!
3012. Okay. I think about 34 is probably about. It's doing 186, not even moving. There we go. That's about right. 3120. All right. So round 2, these are 1/2 inch by 6 inch lags. So we're going to see which of the 3, and this is like, I mean, this is an ultimate torture test. I'll be surprised if all 3 drills actually make it through it. We gave the drills time to cool down. They're all at about 90 degrees, so, and it's pretty hot here.
Gee.
So this is it. So this is our second drag race. On your mark, get set, go.
'Cause not the ideal tool, I guess, to use.
No, I can't believe that the Ryobi did so well. That's crazy. All right, so this is a challenge for the Contractor Olympics. Where we're gonna set the screws on these white dots, and I'm gonna use this piece of crap yellow Dewalt. All right, so we'll start with the screws like this, and then we'll pick them up one at a time and go, or however you want to do it, I guess. Does that sound good?
Yeah, whatever you need to win.
Okay, that's what I need. All right, you ready?
Born.
All right, go.
Oh! You gave me a bad tool.
Did I? We'll start over.
No such thing. One behind? You kind of slow. You kind of slow.
Why did you? What are these? Is that just where you landed?
Yeah, so I was just kind of rushing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you did it perfectly in the little spots too.
Yeah. Well, it's all right.
Well, for good measure, if I was to be perfect. Why for me does it?
All right. Here we go.
You sure you want to do this one? Because this time ain't gonna be nice to you.
No, yeah, definitely. All right, ready, set, go.
Oh, you got lucky.
Is that what it was?
This time. All right, best of luck to you, guy.
Yes. I'm gonna go with this one again. All right, ready, set, go.
Oh, every time. Okay. This time I was working on my accuracy.
So, finally, I get to do the kind of tool review that I want to do. And it's also the kind of tool review that I want to see. I'm sure that I'm not the only person in the world that likes to see the guts of these things. I like to take things apart. Since I was a little baby, I've had this almost dangerous fascination with how things work. And there's a great YouTube channel called What's Inside. The problem with that channel is they don't ever explain what's inside. They just take stuff apart and you're kind of left to your imagination to figure it out. But I know just enough about this stuff to be dangerous. So we're going to do a more comprehensive review than I've ever seen. And this is like a head-to-head challenge. And there are several categories to kind of formalize the review. So, you know, it starts with build, material, electronics, the motors, the gearboxes, the drivetrains. So I'm going to go through each one of these and I'm going to talk about it as best I can and explain what differentiates these tools. Now these are impact drivers and these are the Home Depot budget BS. They're like, you could get this and a regular drill for 99 bucks with 2 batteries. You can get, and they have a heck of a deal right now at Home Depot for the Milwaukee and the Ryobi. You can get this with 2 batteries for 99 bucks, which is an outstanding deal. It's regular like 200. You can get this, like I said, and the drill and 2 batteries for 99. And I don't think they have any deals on Dewalt. I guess Dewalt's a different, whole different deal. So we're gonna start with, you know, the build material. And this is you can see the ribbing inside of these injection molds. These are TPS. This one is also, what is this? This is TPS. So that is thermoplastic styrene. Both of these are same material. You can see the same. They're basically the same thickness. A lot of the ribbing. This is actually a little bit beefier. You can see some of these through holes for the overmold, and I think that the grips, I think these are nitrile rubber, the cheaper. This maybe is butylene. It feels good. This is the most comfortable. The Dewalt's definitely the most comfortable drill. This is not very comfortable, not very ergonomic. I would say Dewalt's #1 comfort, Milwaukee's #2, and the Ryobi's #3. The Ryobi's heavy as heck. It's but it uses a different design. It's brushed instead of the brushless. And then this is, what is this? That is that, and this is much thinner, more flimsy. This is TPE, so this is thermoplastic elastomer. So same material. I think that this is butylene rubber. This is nitrile. It just feels different, more comfortable. So different materials. We're going to move on up. Let's talk about how the battery fits in. So not the most awe-inspiring connection. And this design is really similar to the old NiCad batteries, you know, the nickel cadmium design, even though these are actually lithium. It's heavier than the other batteries. It didn't come with this battery. It actually came with, it actually came with this. And these are 1.5 amp hours. This one came with a 2 amp hour, and the battery also has these cool little indicator lights to tell you how much battery juice you got. And it's much heavier. This is a very heavy tool. And then we're gonna let's talk about the switches. So they're feels pretty good. Tactile. You can hear the clicky click. I like the clicky click. They're all. That's not too bad. I would say this is the easiest one to pull. This is second easy. This is third. Let's see how much control each one has. And I know that this is actually a brush motor. You can see the brush assembly in the back. And then you got the hammer. Dadnabbit. And you see the hammer and the dog ears. There's you. So, let's stick this in there, and then we're gonna do this. Feels good. It's got pretty good control too. I don't think that you can get that kind of control with a brushless motor without having a censored brushless. And this might be censored. We'll check it out when we get there. But these are just basic potentiometers. I would say that this is by far the simplest, very analog. I doubt there's many electronics in here, except maybe some protection, thermal overload and stuff. I like the location of the light on this one, where it shines up at the where you're trying to go. A little headlight there. And then this is a interesting design. It looks fairly cheap. You can see this is potted, so they used a lot of elastomer to kind of protect the electrical connections. Got a couple capacitors sticking out. And then like this one, if you drop this one in the water, ooh, it would be bad. I imagine it would not survive a good dunking. We'll give this one a roll. Let's jam the battery in there and see what we can get it going. Get going there. Get in there. Yes. All right. Oh, that's interesting. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Look at this. So now this is a crazy, crazy design. It appears as though as the clamshell actually serves as the housing for the motor, right? What a cheap ass thing to do. When you take it apart, there's nothing physically holding it together. Like, really? So you can take the rotor out of the magnet, out of the coils. So these are, what an interesting and cheap, very, what a cost-saving measure. That's very interesting. Would not have expected that from Milwaukee. I guess they're cutting corners. They're trying to compete. And of course, both Dewalt and Milwaukee have higher quality drills. This is their entry level, whatever. And the performance is good. I can't complain. But the build quality it's not great. You got some, let's take a look at this. So you got a little integrated circuit. That's probably the brains. So it's just a basic speed control. There's a few little tiny MOSFETs underneath it. Nothing too awe-inspiring. And then this one, let's jam a battery up in there and see what we can't get out of her. And it did not come with these batteries. These are, uh-oh. Damn it. I'm losing everything. His guts fell out. Now it's all falling apart. Son of a... Let's see how... Oop. Well, let's take a gander at this. This is just... What is this? This is all sintered metal, and it looks like molybdenum disulfide grease. It's not very high quality grease. Yeah, you see the dog and the dog ears in there. Doesn't have as much heft as the as this one. This one's got more chunk to it. And then let's see what it'll do. Just see if I can't stick this in there, put it in there without electrocuting myself. Wow. It spins fast. I don't know if that means anything. Oh, and this one is like modular design. So the whole thing is built together. I'm very, very impressed with this design. You can see all the potted circuitry. Got these caps sticking out. But the potentiometer feels good. You know, it's the motors Got some chunky to it. And then this one, I'm very disappointed at this. Take a look at this. This is, well, that sucks. If this one craps the bed, there's no way to clean the mess up because they stuck this Delaran cap in its butthole, and now it's capped off. You can't clean the mess up. Interesting decision. Wow, a lot of cost-saving measures they did in this. I'm sure that they're part of some grand marketing strategy that they're trying to bring sales figures up. Let's take a look at the battery packs. These are actually Samsung 18650 sales, and this is 2.0 amp hours versus the 1.5 and the 1.5 from this one. I think that's it. I mean, oh, something else that I'm really excited about doing is I actually got this. I'm also into RC cars, and I got this incredibly high performance racing RC car motor. I ordered some 6S batteries, so that's about 22 volts. So it would be in the range of these other ones, only from a $350 drill that turns about 75,000 RPMs. So I'm gonna figure out how to replace the motor in one of these drills, and then you'll see the first racing RC motor in a drill. It'll make the most powerful cordless drill in the world. I'm excited about that. So this is the ultimate tool review, or at least ultimate, what I would consider to be the ultimate, where it's just not the same, you know, boring dribble about it does this good, it does the screwy and all that nonsense. It's more of an in-depth look, and I know just enough about the inside, like I said, to kind of explain it. Let's take a look at this one. Yeah, more molybdenum disulfide grease. I don't think that there's more centered metal parts. Cheaper design for this one for sure. This one's got some heft, and then I would say that this one's also got some, not as, but this one's not user service anyway. So I'm just going to keep on and on and on. But another thing that I consider to be paramount to an awesome review is to have these categories, right? And then we talk about the different, like the build and materials, but also have ratings from 1, 2 through 10. So you can really compare the drills to other tools, and there are 6 different categories from 1 through 10. So the categories are design, ergonomics, performance, value, battery, and build quality. So the design, I would say, design of course is always subjective. Some people probably like this nasty lime green and gray. It looks very cheap to me. I'm sure other people are into the red and the black, which I do like that color combination. And then this is more of a classic, sort of looks like a tool, yellow, caution yellow and black. So in my opinion, this is like a 3 design. It sucks actually. I would say this is maybe a 7. I actually like this better than this, but this is a 6, this is a 7. When it comes to performance, I know that these are lower end tools, so I'm not going to give them a very high rating. I intend on doing this with all the tools. Every tool I can get my hands on, I'm going to rip them apart and look at the guts and all that stuff. So I would say that this is probably probably about a 6, 7, and 4. The performance out of that sucked really. The ergonomics, this was the most comfortable in my opinion. I would say that it was really comfortable actually, like an 8, and then This was probably a 6, and then this was probably a 3 or a 4. It was not very comfortable. Very heavy because of the brushless assembly, and you can see how much bigger it is in these other tools. And that bigness translates into extra gravity, which is, you know, wear you out using this thing a lot. Value, man, I was astonished at how great this tool performed. It was like neck and neck with the Milwaukee. And then the Dewalt, you know, not so great. And I'm giving these lower ratings because there are tools that are by an order of magnitude better, and I've used them, so I'm aware and familiar with them. What was I talking about? Value or performance? Dang it, I got myself confused. I don't know. So value, yeah, so incredible value for this tool. Actually, all of them are great value if you can get them on sale. Like I said, they got an incredible discount at the Home Depot where you can get all of these for $99 with other tools. So I would say this is like an 8 in value. Right now, if you can get it on sale, this is probably like a 7 value, and then like a 6 because it sucked performance-wise. The battery, I don't know the name of this. And another thing to mention is I had to rip this thing apart, actually look at it. It is not designed to be disassembled. I had to break the top of it off where the wires connect to it, those wires. So I took that one to the team, I suppose. These, like I said, they're Samsung. And then these, I don't know exactly what brand they are. Are they Sanyo, maybe? I think Sanyo's yellow. Not sure. So, battery. These are about as good as it gets. I think this is a 7. These are a 3 because I don't even know what they are. Maybe a 2 or 1. I have no idea. It scooted along for a while when we did some hardcore tests. And then the battery in this one I would say is a 5. If it's a Sanyo, then it's probably a 6 or 7 too. I really don't know. Build quality. Man, I was very, very impressed with the build quality of this tool. Everything just seemed more robust. They took the effort to pot the electronics. The potentiometer feels really good. The trigger, it's got a nice clickety-click when you shift from forward to reverse. This is user serviceable for the hammerhead. This is just very disappointing, Milwaukee. You can take it apart, and the clamshell is designed to actually become the casing for the motor. And then this, you know, the build quality is not terrible. It's not great. None of them are gonna, you know, fall apart in your hands. I don't know if they're gonna give up the ghost easy if you were to get down. Have to do some real work. None of these are really designed for grown man work. They're for the home gamers, I would say. Build quality 7, 6, or actually probably less than that. I would say probably a 5 build quality, or maybe 4. But I'm by no means impressed with this. A lot of cost-saving measures. And then in this unit, probably a 4. It's not terrible. There's a lot of they did a lot. I mean, the part's beautiful, really. The mold's in great shape. A lot of extra. It's a complicated, super complicated part to injection mold. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm excited to share my passion with this with other people. I'm sure there's a lot of other people out there that love tools and love the guts of tools just as much as I do. So take care until next time.